Today we're bringing you a pretty exciting egg cutting because I don't think anybody's ever really experimented with some of the stuff I have now. Before we get into it, I only have 3 eggs. 4 eggs were laid. It's a first-time girl. One of them was a seemingly nice egg, but every now and again you get an infertile egg. Now I'm not talking about a slug here. A infertile egg looks a regular egg. It's white, it's nice. Just when you candle it, it's all yellow on the inside. So let's get into the pairing before we do this egg cutting. And I use the word egg cutting loosely because we're on day 54. Every single one of them has pipped, and quite frankly, 2 of them are out. The female is a bamboo pastel pinstripe 100% het pied, and the male is an Enchi orange dream pastel pied that is 100% het lavender. Now I have 2 of these pairings going, one without pastel in the female as well. That one she's about to lay anytime now, so I'm more hopeful for that one to kind of just answer some questions. So the first project that I ever said, I would kind of just want to see what it would happen, and to my knowledge I don't think anybody's ever tried much with bamboo pied, and there's a very reasonable explanation for that. It's because bamboo pies are often incredibly high white and sometimes completely white. So there's not really a lot of directions to go from there. I just kind of thought, oh, what if I could keep the pattern in the pied? And so I thought a couple of the ways that you can do that are Enchi and pinstripe, of which I've got here both. Now pastel works against me here, but what if I could get a bamboo Enchi pinstripe, maybe some orange dream in there too? That would be nice to try to get its pattern back into the animal. Regardless, I'm pretty excited to see what we get because I think there's going to be some cool results in here. There's only 3 though, so I'm not sure if we're going to get our answers today. So let's go ahead and see what we got. Okay, see what we're looking at here. Very interesting. So you can already see here, they have come out. So let's go ahead and just dive right into this. They're big. This is pretty cool. I mean, look at the different colors. This kind of reminds me of what I love about the Suma or mahogany pieds, how they're different. I don't know if this is paradoxing, honestly, but this is definitely a pinstripe pied. And I'd say orange dream and she as well, if I had to guess. There's no bamboo here, I can tell you that much. Unless, what the heck? Sometimes pieds get this stuff near their neck. I think this is definitely a paradox. I don't know for sure. They do get this sometimes near their necks, I've noticed. I don't know if that's just a variable paradox that they'll get. You see this, right? How it's just gray, like it turned into axanthic, or bamboo near its neck, which is weird because it's not bamboo. It's kind of cool to do this right now too, an egg cutting, but it's not. It's just, here's the snake, and we know right off the bat. This is definitely very interesting. And you see that right there, right? The 2 differences. This is a cool looking animal. I don't know if we can find out if this is a boy or a girl yet, but let's go ahead and attempt it. Hard to say. I think there's little things. Could be a boy or girl. I'm not going to mess with it much longer. Usually when they're less squirmy. So that is really cool. Very excited with that. So now you're looking at this, and this is an all white snake, right? I think it has very little eyes. Everything else is fine though. Feel any issues. Every now and then that can happen. You can have some varying eye sizes, especially in pieds. That can happen. I don't see anything else to concern me though. So why would I get an all white snake, right? Well, I already explained it. This is definitely a bamboo pied, and if I had to guess, it's probably going to be pastel as well. Not every bamboo pied does that, but I know for sure it's bamboo pied. Like I just know. If I had to guess, I'd say pastel, but I think that's it. Let's try you too. You're a little more relaxed. I think you're a girl, but I won't know for sure. I like to do it after they shed. So then we got one more here who has kind of peeked out. When I first looked in here, he had not come out. So I wish we could have got it on camera. So let's find out. I mean, looking at his face right now, we know he's not an all white pied. So let's see. But I think he is a pied. This was a visual to a het, mind you. So we got really good odds in terms of that stuff. So let's see what we got. If I had to guess, I see a lot of white. I'm thinking a bamboo pied. Or not. His head does not scream bamboo pied, that's for sure. Can't see any real pattern of the body. And don't worry about the blood. That's the natural stuff that's on the egg. You can see it right here. These veins run along the top of the egg, and that's what gives the snake its oxygen and everything from the outside of the egg. Once they break their sac that they're in, not the egg, but the sac that they're inside the egg, they can come out and they need to breathe, which is why we move in with an egg cutting to begin with. This is a huge snake too. These are very big. I'd be very interested to see what they weigh. Some pattern near the tail there. You know, it's been a little while since I've seen what a bamboo pied looks like. like. So we'll do the update video here. I'm pretty sure they still have a gray head. They look like bamboo in terms of that stuff. So this is gonna be a coincidence. I do see some coloring here. I suspect pastel. That's what I would have to guess right off the bat. I don't know if Orange Dream would be anything else here. I'd like to see more of the body, see if there's any bit of a pattern kicking in anywhere else. But this is very nuts. Huge animal. Look at that. I mean, you could tell me that there's another snake over here, but no, that's crazy. We wanted to take a quick break to show off a bit of a swag box that we got from our great friends at RGI. Again, RGI, thank you so much for being sponsors of the channel. We are so happy to be partners with someone that we believe in, which is always really important to me. But let's look at the goodies. So, first off, would be a bunch of RGI stickers here, which we'll put on our tables at every show. And then these actually will be very, very helpful for when we are doing shows. We can put these, when we've had them tested by RGI, on our actual display cases. And this would indicate, obviously, to someone that this is a snake that's been tested. Really nice shirt here. As you can see, I'm wearing one as well, but that's one that I had purchased myself. It's got a really cool genetic scheme here on the back on the actual genomes. Looks like something from Jurassic Park. This is a large, so this is yours. Not you, but him. Here's another one. The snake and a lizard coming out of like a helix. Nice material too. I always like the ones that are a little softer. And then another one here as well for me. And finally, see how quickly I can build this time. Oh, this time, yes, it's totally unboxing that I haven't already done.
It totally came shipped with the FedEx box wide open.
It did. I'm surprised it made it here. Oh, come on, let me do this myself without my brother jumping in to like be like, oh, look at it, was done. Totally by me. I'm gonna need your help. No, I think I got it. Voila. And we can use this on our table, obviously, to indicate to people that we are sponsored by RGI. And if you haven't checked out yet or heard yet, we actually have a way to bring a little bit of awesome savings to you. You can use code Rhyno when you are checking out in the additional notes to add an additional test to the same snake or to a different snake when you are sending in your shed test. So that is a great way to help you save some money while you're doing your own genetic testing. So take advantage, and I hope you're able to prove out as many animals as possible with this. All right, it has been quite a little bit of time here, and these three have all shed out. So first off, let's take a look at this one right here. One of the most high white snakes I've ever made. And the funny thing is, there's no bamboo here. It is pastel pied, no doubt. And I think it might be Orange Dream, if I had to guess. I ain't saying there's no Enchi in here, that's for sure. Enchi brings pattern to pied, so I would say no. But look at that, just a little bit on the tippy tail. And then other than the head, you get a little bit of neck pattern here, which shows some nice oranges. That's why I want to say Orange Dream, but there's no way I could be sure. It's cool though, and I believe it's a girl. Or no, I don't believe it. I know this one's a girl. It's very funny because I also have these that I made. This is a pied as well. I think it's a super Enchi pied. It's at least an Enchi pied. I know that. And she brings pattern to pied, and this is 100% a pied. You might look at this and be like, no, it's not. For one, you can always tell from the sides and the belly. It's like bleeding in from the sides into the belly sometimes. And two is from a pied to pied, so it must be pied, and the girl had not been bred. So this one's kind of unique in that, and if you think that's crazy, well, take a look at that. Now, remember the pairing. This was a pastel bamboo. Actually, I don't even know if she was pastel. I don't think she is, but definitely bamboo and pinstripe to a Enchi Orange Dream pastel pied het lavender. Everything here, by the way, is 50% het lavender. But what we're looking at here, without a shadow of a doubt, is a bamboo pied. And if I venture to guess, I'd venture that it is also pastel, but I don't know that for sure. I just know 100% that we're looking at a bamboo pied. It could also be Orange Dream. I don't think it's Enchi, and I don't think it's pinstripe either. The reason for that is Enchi brings in pattern, and so does pinstripe to an extent. It kind of solidifies the pattern as a blotch, as we will see. But without a shadow of a doubt, this is a bamboo pied. I love bamboo, but unfortunately it does bring a lot of whites to the game when it comes to pied. And that's kind of the point of this pairing, is that I was kind of hoping that Enchi and pinstripe would hit with bamboo so that I could bring more pattern to it. Now I do have one more chance, one more girl I'm hoping will lay here that might be able to answer answer that. It's just something that I kind of just wanted to answer to see if I could bring pattern to a bamboo pied. Not a decision I'd make anymore. It's one that I decided I wanted to try to do very early on. I unfortunately did not get the answers I wanted. All I did right here was prove that, well, bamboo pieds pretty much create an all-white snake, not quite with blue eyes. And on the subject of eyes, this one does have very small eyes. Not like a huge deal. You can see quite fine. They're just kind of teeny little eyes. Definitely smaller than your normal ball python. You know, that will happen. Almost has like a bluish red, but it's not a blue-eyed Lucy. I'll tell you that much. Still really striking and awesome. It's like a different version of that. And there's some power in there to be had if you wanted to work that. The bamboo pieds pretty much, well, they look like that for now, unless I can prove something out. And then our last one here would be this girl here. Before we show off this one here, the last one I believe was a boy, but this is my favorite one in the entire clutch. This one is really, really nice. If it would show itself off, it's going to be shy. They're very, very pretty. And what we're looking at here is an Enchy Orange Dream Pinstripe Pied that is also possible pastel and 50% het lavender. Forgot to mention that technically these came from a girl that was possible het albino, so they're also technically possible het albino. I'm kind of hoping not, because the lavender would be much nicer. So what I really like about this one, you can see the pinstripe influence for one, and what I was talking about. It is Enchy as well. At least that's what I believe, with all of this sort of chaotic banding kind of switch, become these little dots rather, other than near the head where you finally get some striping. But the pinstripe definitely is showing itself off, and what I meant earlier by kind of creating like a one color pattern, you kind of see it right there. It's almost like it's just one color, but you can kind of see the difference between a normal pied and its pattern. But look here, what I really like here is just this massive color difference here, almost like a paradoxing, but that just can kind of happen with there. So I really love this one. It's definitely my favorite of them. Cool amount of power in there just for the pied project, especially if she proves out as het lavender. I think that would be really, really nice. I'll probably send her in for a shed test once she sheds not her baby skin. See if she is het lavender, because that would be really cool. Lots of power to be had in that. But yeah, she's definitely my favorite of the entire bunch. But I didn't answer my question. I'm hoping that the next girl lays very, very soon. She's bulked up. She's definitely shown signs that she's going to lay, I would imagine. So hopefully everything goes good and I can get my answer. But I've got like 4 more, I think, in the incubator right now. And then it all starts again. But she's really, really nice. Hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, you can check out some of our other egg cutting videos right here.